with freedom, equality, and development, right? And however, after these 50 years, why do we have to realize that no country, no society, no government treat women and men equally? And gender equality has no correlation with economic power, nor with income levels. Without genuine political will it takes a long time. We have this common understanding. So when I heard my fellow panelists talk, wow, we really have to coordinate our network of cooperation. Really, Japanese government is very sensitive to the outside pressures. They are so insensitive to the inside pressures from us, right? So, therefore, Beijing Platform Action clearly focused on gender mainstreaming in every aspect of political, economic, and social development. Now here, I didn't say cultural, because this was the area with the value of tradition gave, in Japanese case, huge leaking holes, just like in nuclear plant. Holes to dilute our efforts of praxis. In other words, our efforts are practical, yes, but not strategic enough to make differences in cultural, traditional mindset. Okay. So, all these long years, we made strenuous efforts. We collected data after data for supporting our possibilities for practices, but not strategic enough to win the actual results. What we needed was the winning strategies to change people's mindset for socio-cultural relations of women and men, for traditional values. Actually, we need to deconstruct the traditional value system. We need systemic changes for institutional frameworks. In other words, we need winning strategies for changing unequal social human relations. We must believe in gender mainstreaming, meaning we need more than just collecting statistical data of women and men separately. No, more than just pointing out that women's economic contribution to GNP is insignificant. No, not just measuring how many women's economic contribution to GNP is, how many hours of women spend for economic income. No. How small percentage women occupy in science and technology. No. For energy and mineral resources, women's existence is very, very dim. So when we take seriously the gender mainstreaming, we must have even more women in resource mobilizing leadership, right? That's where Japanese men kept their traditional values. So I can give you some of the actual samples from Japanese society. Number one, only women are prohibited to remarry for 6 months after they obtain divorce. 1 minute? Okay, tax and pension favors women who are full-time housewives, or even they start working, earning less than $1,000 per month. That means that they favor economically dependent women to husbands. Because I kept working, and that I'm penalized for that because I cannot inherit my husband's pension because I kept working. I was not fully dependent on my husband. So what are the best practices we can think about is actually I come from a university which was the first university and unfortunately still the only one university which has gender and women studies program from undergraduate to master courses to PhD courses. Other universities may have some kind of programs, but they're still fighting for the naming of the discipline. A lot of them have the name, a very safe name, like life science or home economics, right? Or human resource development. But actually, they fear to call it gender and women's studies. And I still remember receiving from male students from other universities, why you are naming your field of study as women's studies? Isn't that discriminatory against men? Right? Okay, so our university has this special scholarship program for women leaders, and all women faculty donate money for that. A network of world women university presidents, chancellors, ambassadors to become mentors to our young students. So that's how they became leaders, national leaders, university leaders. They talk to our students. I think this is our best practice, I can tell you. Right? They can learn from the actual role model. So I think today's panelists before me can provide the best role model for your younger women leaders in your country. Thank you so much.